What's up, everyday blades? Man, we got this vintage beast right here to go over. I actually sold it on eBay. I got to ship it out today, so I had to get the video done. I had to skip in front of a few other videos, but this knife is kind of a legend. This is the William Harsey Lone Wolf T2. This company, I believe, is no longer in business. They made this knife a long time ago. This knife was made like 15, 16 years ago. I don't know when it discontinued. That's about the time that it started. It's CPM S30V, which for then was amazing. It doesn't have G10 scales. It has like a plastic textured scale on it. That's plenty rugged. Has a liner lock. The centering is dead on the money. And it's not a new knife. It's definitely been used, but it's been lightly used. It's not all beat up. So I found this at a pawn shop, believe it or not. This is the second one I found. I don't believe I made a video on the first one. I can't remember. But the only negative you could say about this knife is the pocket clip being tipped down only and it being a big monstrosity like it is. But back then, you know, that wasn't that big of a deal. That was kind of the norm. This knife is truly a cool knife. Look at those standoffs. And it, you know, your knives today, when you open them, they have that big thwack, you know, that titanium on steel. This one has more of a muffled thwack. It's not loud. It's just more, I don't know, it's kind of more elegant. But don't get me wrong, this thing is a beast. I mean, you could pry open car doors with this thing. Very, very cool. Let's take some measurements on it. Got a 4-inch blade and 4 7/8 handle scales. Let's look at a couple of, let me grab my comparison knives. The Rat 1 is going to be really close, I believe. Except Harsey is going to be a lot fatter, a little bit fatter. This is the Rat 2. So, one really unique thing about this knife is that if you look at the, I wish I had one here. That's why I hadn't done a video. I'd planned on getting a Spartan Harsey in here to put side by side because I'd seen in some older videos where they did that. And the resemblance is uncanny. This is essentially the first Spartan Harsey because the lines are all the same. The size is really close. But for the time that this was made, this is just an amazing knife. You know, 16 years ago, we didn't have the technology we have today. We didn't have the steels we have today. This is the oldest knife I've ever seen with S30V on it. Of course, made in the USA. Lone Wolf, I believe, is no longer in business. I may be mistaken on that. I think that's what I heard a couple of people say. But I took it apart and cleaned it. It was really dirty. It was gummed up. The action wasn't working very well. And I scored it for a great price at a pawn shop and listed it on eBay and sold it pretty quickly. It sold in one day. So I've seen listings on there, some of them $500-600, but they were, you know, still new in the box. They had never used them. Let's check the weight on it. The weight is just, for a knife this size, the weight is phenomenal. 5.2 ounces. For a big old knife like this, that's phenomenal. See what the overall length is. Almost 9 inches. Like 8 7/8 inches. It's a beast of a knife. And I'll tell you one thing, one benefit of having the pocket clip up here is there's no hot spot down here. Your hand fits really nice. And, you know, being a tactical knife, it has lots of jimping. You could grip this thing with or without gloves. And of course it's on phosphorus bronze washers. Doesn't have a lock bar insert or anything like that. Doesn't need it. Very cool knife. Someone's going to enjoy that. There's probably not a whole lot of them left. The ones that are out there are probably pretty beat up. This one appeared to be beat up, but I could see right through it that it was just dirt and grime on it. Once I'd cleaned it all up and sharpened it, it was good to go. I mean, this thing is in really good condition. Looked like it was just rolling around in somebody's console for a couple of years, collecting dirt and dust and grime. So there it is, the original Spartan Harsey, the William Harsey Lone Wolf T2. They also have a T3, which is a larger one. They also have another version that can be converted to an automatic called the DA, the dual action. So, just some fun facts. Guys, thanks for watching. God bless you and your families. Say a prayer for our country. Good night.